All right, everyone, we're back, and I decided to do two more. So we're here for Catherine. I talked myself into it because as I was looking at my explanation, I was saying how certain individuals they fit certain routes, and definitely for Catherine, Blue Lions, and honestly, I just ran out of space. That's the main reason I didn't see Catherine's. It's just because I ran out of space. But I made some since I did all those. So we're here. I don't know what to expect Catherine was lower than Annette as far as the polls. But honestly, polls don't matter. So let's see what we got.
Sorry to bother you, Professor. I know you're busy.
Catherine's coming to speak to us.
You're going to be the new Archbishop, after all.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
I'd just like a word.
Okay.
As you might imagine, I've been contemplating my future.
Uh-huh. You're leaving the Knights?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I was actually wondering about that. Like, how did that come about?
I've always seen myself as a servant of Lady Rhea, not of the Church.
Right.
Now that she's stepping down, I'm lost. I don't know what to do.
So that's why So then, what happened to Rhea? Because in Catherine and Shamir's ending, they just went out traveling.
I suppose I could go back to Fargus and take up the Karen name again.
Dimitri would like that.
But that's not what I want. I'd rather not be tied down by my family name.
Then carry on as a knight.
It wouldn't feel right, falling back on knighthood simply because it's what I know. It would be different if I had a reason to continue being a knight.
I see. Such as?
Well, if you told me you wanted me to remain a knight, that would be a good enough reason. Or if you said you wanted me to stay by your side forever.
It's how it's going, Catherine.
Or if you said you wanted to get married, for example.
She wants to. I'm getting that. She similar to Leone and how she couldn't flat out admit that. Yeah.
Wait, are you being serious?
That's a way to bring it up, but
You are. But I'm Thunder Catherine, whose very name frightens little children.
What?
Who knows what I might do to you?
I mean, sure, if you say that, I think Dimitri. Sorry. I think Dimitri frightens them more than Catherine does, but
I'm no good at cooking or sewing or anything remotely domestic. Why me?
that's a good enough reason.
You love me. I'm glad. As for me, I love you too. Deeply. I never expected things to turn out this way. But now that they have, I'm certain I wish to remain a knight and stay by your side. Will you accept?
I guess I wouldn't have it any other way.
Good. After all, swinging a sword has been the only life I've known. But from now on, the power of Thunderbrand is ours, not just mine.
So something I wanted to mention, because I've been seeing a lot of comments about the artwork. Well, I'll talk about it afterwards. But yeah, I'll talk about it afterwards.
For now and forever, you can't escape me. I hope you're ready.
Okay, so first, like I was saying, the artwork. I was, as you guys know, or if you heard me say it in the beginning of these conversations, Hilda's artwork was the main reason which made me want to see all these, because apparently Hilda's artwork was the reason to consider her more of a, again, I'm not considering them actual fan service characters. Like I would, fan service characters, if you even want to call them that, would be sort of like Manuela, or even if you want to consider them Kranya or Cornelia, you know, their design is more based around that. I'm not considering Dorothea or, you know, Petra. I'm not considering them that. At least pre-time skip. Post-time skip, we can talk about it. But point is that apparently Hilda's artwork is, I guess, very suggestive or something. So I was thinking, you know, that these artworks in general must be something special, especially since the first two I had, Shamir and Happy. I loved. Like, I genuinely loved them. I have no issues with them. I think they were perfection. I didn't imagine what they would be, and they surpassed my expectations, that whole thing. So, getting to Catherine's, right? I was thinking that maybe because I noticed some things as we were going through these. Some of them had Byleth in them, some of them didn't. I noticed that for Shamir and Happy, Byleth was like pretty much in full view. And to comment on, I guess, their noses, it was more pronounced in theirs than in the students. I was wondering if maybe the students were the first ones done and then the artist got better later on. Either way, because I was expecting to see Byleth in Catherine's, and he was, and it was. I guess that's a good question. Do you prefer Byleth to be in the cutscene, or do you prefer for the cutscenes to just be who you're looking at? Because I like Marianne's, for example, it was kind of a combination. You were looking at Marianne, but yet you could still see Byleth in the picture. So on the Catherine's itself, though, I was expecting more. Catherine's kind of seemed like you chose her, right? Or that they made it work because you wanted to marry her. There are some supports that I've seen in Fire Emblem that are like that, especially when they're within two other characters. Because if I'm being honest, Shamir, I think, had signs of her love previously. Mercedes, very obvious. Mercedes just made it a joke, and then it's like, Happy looked for us in the canyon after we were gone. Some characters have signs, and if you're female by the thing, you're going with Dimitri. Like, I think any man in Dimitri's position would be like, look, I gotta at least ask. You've helped me out so much. Can we spend the rest of our life together? Anyways, so just saying that Catherine's didn't really feel like it had, based on how it previously was, how Rhea was the center of Catherine's life, it wasn't exactly how I was expecting it, though. But I'm curious to see if you chose Catherine, what'd you think of it? So, with that being said, we have one more. And I think you guys can guess who it is, but I will see you all for, I think, possibly the last one we're going to do for this route in the next video.